What is up, everybody? This is Dubisttot and I am back again, and today, as everybody knows, was the big PS4 announcement. So I don't know if everybody else is as pumped as I am for this. I thought it looked amazing. It's going to kick the shit out of Xbox. I don't want to start any console wars, but I think it's going to be very hard. Never mind. It's not going to be that hard. But I think it's going to give Microsoft and their Xbox a run for the money. So I think it's going to be a good competition in this generation of consoles, and I really cannot wait to see what the Xbox has, and I'm super pumped for the PS4. So today I want to go over some of the information that they released today in the PS4 announcement. So first things first, let's go over their controller. So if you've been on the internet lately, you've probably seen their rumored and speculations for what their controller is going to be, and there's also a very popular one that was roaming around which had a touchpad in the middle of it. And yes, it was confirmed today that that is indeed the controller. It is the DualShock 4. It will have that touchpad, and it is the one that you've seen all over. So it has a touchpad, like I mentioned many times. It also has a share button, which has a lot of awesome features coming along with that. So obviously with the share button, you're going to be able to spread around your gameplay with all of your friends, and as they demonstrated in the actual presentation itself, he was able to play the game and then simply go hit a few buttons, and he's already uploading that video to YouTube. It's going to be insanely easy for people to start uploading to YouTube, even easier than people thought with the new capture cards and everything that's coming out, and expect to see a lot more commentators out there. A lot will be crawling out of the woodwork when the PS4 comes out, so expect that. There'll also be constant live streaming that you can do. You can easily live stream from your console just like you can now with Black Ops 2, but they're making it available for every game there is. So if you were playing Hello Kitty Adventure, yeah, you could live stream that right from your console. I mean, nobody would want to watch it, but I mean, if you really wanted to live stream that kind of shit, you really could. So if you want to play Hello Kitty Adventure Island or whatever it's called, there legitimately is a game. I've been banned for a lifetime on that game, by the way. You could do so. So not only can you live stream right to the internet, but your friends can actually spectate you while you're playing your game. If anybody's familiar with the game League of Legends, they have a feature like this that allows you to spectate people while they're playing, and I imagine it would be very similar to this. So the controller also comes with a sensor on the top of it, which they called a light sensor, which will also use a bar, and it's basically the move built into the controller itself. It actually doesn't make the controller look too bad, and I actually think it makes the controller look pretty awesome, but that's just me. A lot of other people are probably like, you know, that's pretty stupid. But then there's me, you know, I like those kind of things, so I think it's pretty awesome. So now let's go ahead and move on to another area, and let's talk about the console itself a little bit. So before the event actually started, there was a lot of speculations that they're going to try to involve the PS Vita into the PS4 a lot. These speculations were proven true, as the people over at Sony did introduce the remote play feature. While using your PS4, if you wanted to be able to do so, you'd be able to switch your game over to your PS Vita simply by hitting a few buttons, and there you go, you can walk around your house and play your PS Vita, hopefully avoiding any hazards you might have around your house. Unfortunately, they did not say that you can go from your PS Vita to your PS4, but people are expecting that if you pay extra, you will be able to do so, possibly with the PS Plus. They also announced a background downloader, which will take a very partial part of the game and download it initially, which will then allow you to play the game, and it will just download the rest of the game in the background while you are playing. For all my fellow WoW players out there, they all know what this feature is like, and it may make your game run a little bit slower if you are on the internet, but it will not affect you too much, and either way you'll still be able to play the game before it's even done actually downloading. They didn't say all too much on this topic, but it is pretty interesting, and I really can't wait to see it in action. So another awesome feature that was announced today was the instant start that they have in their console. So what they said is that when you turn your PS3 off, it'll instantly save using RAM, and then next time you turn your PS3 on, you will not have to go through any loading screens. It automatically brings your game up to where you were. So you're playing Skyrim and you don't really want to save all your stuff, you just want to turn your PS3 off, you can do so. You also turn your PS3 back on, you don't want to wait for all those loading screens, you don't want to load your game, all that stuff. You no longer have to do so, it automatically opens up right to where you left off, and you can start playing right again. You really want to get away from those long loading screens and start a process and really get you right into your game right away. So those aren't the only features that they did announce. They did announce a few others, but those are the ones that I really enjoyed and really look forward to. So I figured I would just comment on those and get moving with the video because we don't have that much time. If you want to read all about it, I'll put some links in the description to some articles talking about the entire announcement. So finally, what most of you people are probably waiting for, what kind of games are going to be coming with the PS4? So their main three that they talked about were Killzone, Shadowfall, Drive Club, and the new Infamous game, Infamous Second Son. These three games look absolutely amazing. If you did not see the actual live stream itself, go ahead and watch it. They're probably replaying it. It's probably somewhere on YouTube. Look it up. See those demos of those games. They look awesome. I think my favorite part about these games is the graphics that they had on them. If you did not see it, definitely go check out the Drive Club. It probably has some of the most impressive graphics I've ever seen in a driving game before. And they really did pay close attention to the detail on the cars and, you know, how light is going to hit the cars and all that stuff. It looks absolutely incredible, and it's definitely a game. I don't get too excited for racing games, but this game looks awesome. The graphics are really a catch, and I really cannot wait to see it in action. And everybody loves their Killzone. Unfortunately, the demo player for Killzone was absolutely horrible at the game. I don't know why they do that. It's like, oh hey, we're going to show you this awesome game, but here, watch our absolutely horrible, he doesn't have any thumbs by the way, watch this guy play our demo of the game, hopefully you like it. So I don't know why they do that, but Killzone looked awesome. All of that dust and all the debris and everything takes a whole lot of power from your system, so just think of how incredible it's going to be. If you didn't see that, there was so much going on in that, it just, I don't know how it can do it, but I guess that's the future of our consoles. And also, like I mentioned, Infamous Second Son, that game's awesome. I'm a big fan of the Infamous series, and I cannot wait to play the next game in that series. And probably some of my favorite news from the event is that Blizzard is teaming up with Sony. This is incredible. They are bringing Diablo 3 to the PS4, and apparently they already have it on the PS3. I had no clue that that was already happening, but Blizzard and Sony, this is amazing. It gives even more of a reason for me to go to BlizzCon 2013, and I gotta start looking into that, you know. But I don't know, it's gonna be awesome. I want to see what else they can do. I know they're bringing Diablo 3 to it, but I want to see what else that they can do with it. And also Bungie and Sony. What? A Bungie game on the PS4? What is going on here? Their new game Destiny is not going to be exclusive to the Xbox, but it is also going to be on the PS4, which I think is awesome. Bungie is an amazing developer. If you've never played Halo, you are definitely missing out because Bungie is an amazing game developer. So finally, how much are these going to cost, and when can we finally expect them to be in stores? So first off, they're expected to cost $429 and $529 based on their memory, and we can expect them to be in stores November. This isn't a guarantee though, so expect it to change, but they did definitely say holidays of 2013, which does not necessarily mean December, you know, Christmas. It's not going to be December 25th. It could be earlier than that. Expect it around November and December, possibly even October. So anyways, that's it for me on the PS4 announcement. If you want to read more, definitely go down and check in the description. There'll be some links to some websites that go more in depth on the announcement itself. So anyways, as always, this has been Dubisttot. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and dubstep.